All right, let me see if I can see myself on YouTube here. Well, it's live. All right, that looks pretty
It's
good.
live.
Let me turn that, mute that. Okay. Give me 1 second here. I have one person watching. Hello, whoever that is out there in viewer land. Give me 1 second here. That's better. As you can see, I'm not at home. I'm on vacation out west in a hotel room. Oh, I'm looking at my antenna thing. Let me look at my reception over on YouTube. Okay, it looks decent. Whoever that is watching, thank you for watching. Please hit that like button. I'm gonna make an announcement over on my original Big Discussions 76 channel, just in case anyone over there wants to watch. Assuming people are still up, I'm on West Coast time, so that means right now on the East Coast, it's 1:40 a.m. Here it is 10:40 a.m. So let me make this announcement over there. Yeah, Nichelle Nichols, she's not the only one who passed away. Bill Russell, the basketball legend for the Boston Celtics, he just passed away. I was at a Irish pub about an hour ago and I saw the news. But as Paul Edgecombe, played by Tom Hanks, said in The Green Mile, we all owe a debt. Let me make this announcement over on my original channel. Let's see. I'll give that a like. Normally on the East Coast, I'd be in bed by now. Even if I have for my 9 to 5, I have a day off. I have every other Monday off, but even still, if I had tomorrow off, I'd be in bed right now, unless I was coming back from smoking cigars with Officer Faulkner. So I'm going to play the intro, and then on the other side, I have an article on Miss Nichols that I'm going to read, and then I'll wrap up unless folks come through and want to say some things themselves. Okay, I'm seeing. Okay, yeah, I'm on a wireless signal now. So it's not I don't have a Ethernet signal. So anyway, I'm gonna play the intro and then I'm going to start. I realized who the one person, uh, eh, maybe I shouldn't say that. Um, but I realized who's watching this stream at this hour of the night. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Anwar Yusuf Dunbar, and this is Big Discussions 76, Entertainment and Media. I think the views this stream will get will probably be on the playback. So if you're watching on the playback, uh, please consider hitting the like button, also subscribing, and also consider giving this a share. Um, yeah, I'm up later than I normally would be. I am on the West Coast in northern Arizona. I was supposed to do a stream on a UFO tour. I was going to go on tonight, but that got canceled because the host thought that the weather looked a little too suspect because we were going to be looking up at the stars, and I think speculating and talking about whether or not UFOs exist and or where UFOs come from, and if UFOs have actually visited the Earth. So that got canceled. That got canceled tonight. So I decided to attempt to squeeze this one in. I was thinking not long ago that if you look through the library of this channel, this is my smallest channel, but I've been steadily building the library. A number of videos slash streams have um, involved the passing of notable celebrities. I'm thinking of I did something for Yaphet Kotto. I did something for Clarence Williams III. I did something for Jerry Stiller. And then just recently, I did something for James Caan and then Paul Sorvino. And tonight, I'm going to honor the late Nichelle Nichols. I think everybody knows who Nichelle Nichols is. Um, Nichelle Nichols was a key member of the original Star Trek cast. There are, let's see, I think the original cast was seven. There's another woman there in the middle, in between Kirk and Dr. McCoy. I think that's Majel Barrett. It's either Majel Barrett or Lieutenant Janice Rand. I can't. Let me do a quick search and see who that one is. She was in the she was in the original the motion picture though in the TV show. Let's see, Lieutenant Janice Rand, Star Trek. Nope, that's not Lieutenant Janice Rand. Um, let's see. Let's see. So the actress is Majel Barrett. The character is Christine Chapel. She was a nurse working alongside Dr. McCoy. And if this is accurate, then Majel Barrett also played, yep, Loxana Troy, the seductive Betazoid mother of Deanna Troy in Star Trek: The Next Generation. So that is. Uh, Nurse Christine Chapel. Okay. So Nichelle Nichols just passed away. Again, she was a member of the original crew. That's one picture that I pulled down of the original crew. And this is another picture of the original crew that I pulled down from Google. And I just want to say that as a mid 70s baby growing up in the 80s, those shows were on syndication. So that original series, I think it was supposed to go 5 years, but it only went three. But that original series was on. And so this original series was a major part of my childhood. So I grew up with these characters, even though the show had stopped being aired about 20 years earlier. Um, and I remember episodes like the Mirror Universe where Spock had the goatee. And I remember one of my favorite episodes. I recently recorded a voiceover for this one. Let that be your last battlefield. Let that be your last battlefield, which focused on racism. The two guest characters there were Beale and Lokai. Beale, played by Frank Gorshin, and Lokai, played by Lou Antonio. That episode was about racism. It was very, very good, very, very well written. I'm not going to belabor it because I have a voiceover coming up for that one. Another one of my favorite episodes was The Planet Eater. This, and I might do a feature on this one as well. This was about a device that was literally um, roaming through solar systems and planets, um, destroying planets and then consuming the matter. And the Enterprise uh, came up came upon the Planet Eater, and they eventually figured out how to neutralize it. This is another picture of it there. That's a picture of the USS Constitution, which was identical to the USS Enterprise. Um, and I won't say what's happening here, but they figured out how to neutralize the Planet Eater. So I'm saying that to say that I grew up with the original series, the characters, the Enterprise, all of it. That was very much a part of my world and my zeitgeist. And I, in large part, grew up with the movies as well, starting with most notably Star Trek to The Wrath of Khan. I didn't, yeah, I was really young and I might not have been born when the motion picture first hit the silver screen, but I do have vivid memories of watching Star Trek to The Wrath of Khan onwards. And I actually had the VHS for Star Trek to The Wrath of Khan and Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, and Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home. But Star Trek 2 and Star Trek 3, I watched those so much that I had some of the lines memorized. I still have some of the lines memorized today. And I have the soundtracks for those movies. So those two movies were very much a part of my childhood. The I didn't see the original motion picture until years later. I think ABC or CBS aired it on a Sunday night. And if you watch the documentaries regarding the motion picture versus Star Trek 2 and Star Trek 3, it was slower. It was more cerebral. It was more um, it was just different than the others. And when Nicholas Meyer agreed to direct Star Trek to The Wrath of Khan, he admitted that he wanted it to be more seafaring and more militaristic, more Horatio Hornblower, as he says in the documentary. And you can see the differences between Star Trek 2, Star Trek 3, and the original motion picture. But anyway, I digress. This stream is about Nichelle Nichols, the late Nichelle Nichols. Um, this is her with the original crew back in the 60s. And this is her about 20 to 30 years later, with that same original crew. That's probably from either Star Trek 5. Um, I know Star Trek 6 was the Undiscovered Country. Star Trek 5 was the Final Frontier. Yeah, Final Frontier. So as you can see, the entire crew, they're all older here. And that's on the new Enterprise A, because you could tell by the chair that Kirk is sitting in. In that first um, refit USS Enterprise, it was a different chair. And he actually makes that remark in the movie that I miss my old chair. Anyway, so Nichelle Nichols recently passed away. And I'll just say, like right now, if you look at the thumbnail for the stream, and if you even look at the background I used for the stream, Nichelle was in her younger days. Nichelle was a baddie. She was a hottie. She was quite the looker. Let me pull this picture up so you can see um, what I'm talking about here. Yeah, this is the background I used for the stream, but yeah, she was quite the looker back in the day. Um, in that 1960s look, and she always had the earpiece in her ear. She was Lieutenant Nyota Uhura, the chief um, uh, communications officer on the bridge. So I have an article here. I'm going to read through this, and then I'll say a few more words and I'll wrap up. Like I said, I think the majority of the views for this will come on the replay on the East Coast. A lot of folks are probably asleep and are not up right now. So I'm going to read this article. It's not a long article. This is from Gizmodo. This was sent to my smartphone, and it is entitled Star Trek's Nichelle Nichols has passed away at age 89. Our thoughts are with the Nichols family at this time. This was written by Justin Carter yesterday at 2:39 p.m. And there's the picture I just showed you guys of her looking very, very stunning at her station on the bridge back in the 1960s when they filmed it, but in the future when the show was set. And in Star Trek Five, The Final Frontier, let me add this in here, and hopefully I don't put myself out there too much. There was a scene where they were on, I think they were on Nimbus 3, and they were trying to trap some of the bandits. And she there was a scene where she was up on a ledge dancing and singing, and you could see her silhouette. And it was a very seductive shot. I'll just say that. I don't know. Well, I'll just say that it was a very, very seductive shot. Okay, of her. Nichelle Nichols, the original actor of Star Trek's Nyota Uhura, passed away on Saturday, July 30th. The news broke on the actor's Instagram account as announced by her son, Kyle Johnson. I regret to inform you that a great light in the firmament no longer shines for us as it has for so many years. Last night, my mother, Nichelle Nichols, succumbed to natural causes and passed away, wrote Johnson. Her light, however, like the ancient galaxies now being seen for the first time, will remain for us and future generations to enjoy, learn from, and draw inspiration. Hers was a life well lived, and as such, a model for us all. Okay, so I think this is the post here, but it's not showing right now for me on this computer in this with this hotel Wi-Fi signal. Okay. If you're watching on the playback and you want to make a donation to the channel, my Cash App and PayPal are below in the description box. If you see fit, um, they're right there as well. Okay. Nichols was born December 28th, 1932, as the third of six children. Following her acting debut in playwright Oscar Brown's 1961 musical Kicks and Company, she would go on to do acting and modeling work. She would also go on to pen two feature articles for Ebony magazine, which she featured on the cover for in January 1967. In the years prior to Star Trek, she would be a singer in the bands for jazz musicians Duke Ellington and Lionel Hampton. Wow, I never knew this about her. In addition to performing in James Baldwin's play Blues for Mr. Charlie and Leslie Bricusse and Anthony Newley's The Roar of the Grease Paint, The Smell of the Crowd. As Uhura, Nichols was one of the first Black women to be featured in a major TV series, and she was initially tempted to leave the show during its first season to pursue a career in Broadway. But Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. convinced her to stay on the show, both because he was a fan of the series and because he viewed Uhura as a role model for Black children across the United States. Okay, so I never knew that until a couple of weeks ago. I was watching uh, this series on YouTube. There's a channel on YouTube called Pioneers in Modern Television. I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. Well, I had this, geez, I had it queued up. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, so here it is. Feel a sneeze coming on. So I found this series and this channel on YouTube. It's called Pioneers of Television. Pioneers of Television. This link is below in the description box in case you want to watch it. This is the full interview. It's an hour and 21 minutes long, but she does in fact say that she wanted to step down from playing Uhura in the original series, but Dr. Martin Luther King encouraged her to uh, continue in the role. Oh, Kareem, not Karen. What are you still doing up? Okay, I see some folks coming over. If you can, please hit that like button. Yeah, so Dr. Martin Luther King encouraged her to stay in the role, and the reason Dr. King wanted her to stay in the role is because of the imaging and the example that she would set. And so, since we're talking about the imaging and the example that characters in media and pop culture uh, can set, That is at the heart of the controversy now surrounding the Black Panther trailer, or should I say the Wakanda Forever Black Panther 2 trailer. A lot of people are, what's the word I'm looking for? Beside themselves, incensed, um, fit to be tied that they did not recast another actor in the Black Panther slash T'Challa role, and there overall seems to be a lack of male um, presence in this new film. And the reason that's significant, I'm going to acknowledge Dr. Tia Johnson, is that the question is, who are young Black boys going to look up to in that movie now? And that's why Dr. King wanted Nichelle Nichols to continue in this role, because he thought that just the optics of it, just the imaging of her being there on the bridge as the lieutenant, as being fourth in command, he thought that that would do a lot for the self-esteem of Black people in the United States. So he was a fan, and he encouraged her to stay on. And I think we're all glad that he did. Okay. Kareem, by the way, thank you for turning me on to the Rippaverse, and that gentleman who runs it. I had no idea all that was going on, but thank you for Eric July, right? His name is Eric July. Thank you for turning me on to that. My I have my eyes on that now. Okay, so let's go back. All right, the impact of Nichols casting on that show and for Black women in general just cannot be overstated, even beyond her kiss with William Shatner's James Kirk in the episode of Plato's Stepchildren being cited as the first interracial kiss on scripted TV. Astronaut Mae Jemison and actor Whoopi Goldberg both have said Uhura inspired them in their respective fields. Both women will go on to play characters in the sequel series, Star Trek: The Next Generation. Wow! So Mae Jemison made according to this, if I'm reading this correctly, Mae Jemison made a cameo in Star Trek: The Next Generation. I don't remember that episode. I do remember Whoopi Goldberg, of course, playing Guinan in that show. She was very, very good as Guinan. If you're new coming in, please hit the like button. Well, again, this that right there, that last paragraph, just seeing her play this role was inspirational for Black girls. So that's what's at the heart of the backlash we're seeing for the Wakanda Forever trailer. So, and a lot of folks, if you're on the internet, you know that's going on. If you're on Twitter, you know that's going on. If you're in the YouTube streets, you know that's going on. But there are folks who will see that trailer and who will go see the movie, and they don't know that that's going on for some people. That some people aren't happy with the imaging that's being portrayed there. Okay. After Star Trek was canceled and subsequently revived, Nichols would continue acting. She played Dorianda in Truck Turner, a 1974 black exploitation film starring Isaac Hayes that would be her first and only appearance in the genre. She also did voice acting, playing herself in the Futurama episode Where No Fan Has Gone Before, in addition to being in Gargoyles as Alyssa Meza's mother, Diane. During her life, she also had a short solo career in music, releasing two albums in 1967 and 1991, the latter of which was based around Star Trek and space exploration. She would sing in two episodes of the show, 1966's Charlie X and The Conscience of the King. During her life, Nichols also created the NASA program Women in Motion, which was made to recruit women and minority personnel. That program's recruits included Dr. Sally Ride, the first female astronaut, and Air Force Colonel Guion Bluford, okay, the first African American astronaut. She and the rest of the Star Trek cast attended the christening of the Enterprise, the first space shuttle, in 1976, and she flew aboard NASA's Sophia aircraft in 2015. So, if any of you are subscribed to my science channel, I did do a tribute to the Black astronauts for Black History Month, and I think I've mentioned him again, Guion Bluford, amongst the others, because there are several Black astronauts, but I did mention him on my science channel before. Towards the end of her life, Nichols was in the middle of a three-way court battle for conservatorship involving her son Jason, her manager slash caretaker Gilbert Bell, and her friend Angelique Fawcett. Johnson filed for conservatorship of his mother in 2018, saying that Bell, her former manager, was taking control of Nichols' assets and misappropriating her income as her health continued to deteriorate. Fawcett, who came to view Nichols' family, was working with an attorney to gain visitation rights as of last year. She's not getting the life that she wished for, said Fawcett to the LA Times. She's getting the life that other people have chosen for her. Prior to her passing, Nichols lived in New Mexico with Johnson, who served as her primary caregiver. Our thoughts go out to Nichols, loved ones, and family at this time. Okay, so that's that. That's that. And that is the passing of Nichelle Nichols. So let's see. This is at 34 minutes. It is 11:12 here in Arizona. On the East Coast, it's 2:13. So I know a lot of folks are asleep. And I just got here from Texas earlier today. So, I'm going to have to, my body's going to have to adjust to being here. And then next week, I'm going to have to adjust to going back to the East Coast. Corinne, you still out there? Yes, no, maybe. Corinne says she's working overtime. Okay, she's working overtime. So, you want to chat for a minute? Well, I'll drop the link. If you want to come up, you can come up. If not, I'll shut down. Oh, okay. She says sure. And Corinne, I talked about the Wakanda Forever trailer, so maybe we can talk about that a little bit because Dr. Martin Luther King, he wanted her involved in this because of that same reason, the fact that she could inspire um, young girls, and I think that's the beef that people are having with the Black Panther trailer. So there's the StreamYard link. I'll let this go for a little bit longer, and then I am going to turn in myself. Hold on, Kareem.
Hey, hey, what's going on?
How much? How about you?
I'm good. Yeah, all the drama with the rest in peace to Nichelle Nichols. Also Bill Russell passed away as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So all their elders are moving on, are transitioning
Yep. That's how it
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah, I saw Dr. Hassan's reaction to the trailer. I get it. I actually got a leak when someone sent me a leak to the plot, and when I read it, I was like, "Oh no, oh no." I don't know if this leak is right, because they have a lot of rumors about when these movies are coming out, they leak a lot of rumors that are not true.
Hmm.
And this particular leak sounds like it's true because based on the trailers, a lot of things that they said in the trailers in the leak is in the trailers. So I don't know. I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed in this new movie.
Okay.
Yeah, they should have
Oh,
recast him.
yeah, I agree. I agree. I was about to ask you what you thought about that, but you just said it. I think what I mean, this is just the direction right now that Marvel is going in. Um, this type of thing. So, but yeah, I think they're just doing what they're doing, and they don't really care about what the diehards want at this point. They have their own agenda that they want to push. So they don't really care.
I mean, I I don't understand who are these people in the higher ups. I understand they keep saying they want diversity. How are you being diverse when you don't have many black male superheroes? I guess Blade was for Marvel. Like Blade was the first real black superhero that they put on screen on in the movies. Right, we get it, Blade. But Blade is currently not in the MCU at currently.
Hmm.
So Black Panther would be the character that would be the example for black boys to look up to. Like they have Falcon, but as like his own, movie, and they're not doing it. I don't get what's going on with them. Like, how is that okay for people who are claiming that they want to be diverse and inclusivity and all kind of people, all the alphabet people and everybody is supposed to have a prominent role and could see themselves in these movies, but not black boys? How is that possible? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that might be the underlying sometimes you say things without saying them, and sometimes you communicate things without verbally communicating them. So maybe they're non-verbally communicating something.
I just it's also disrespecting him in a way too. The way they're using him in the trailers, it's just I didn't feel when I saw it, I felt so sad. I literally felt so sad. I was like, this didn't feel like how the first one felt. And I don't know. I mean, it's very disheartening. And I get it, yes, we want to uplift girls, and fine, uplift girls, but black boys need to be uplifted as well. And it's just they're not doing that. And then they're introducing this Namor person, which I don't know anything about because I didn't read his comics and I really don't know him. But why is he in there? Isn't it? I don't know.
Well, Namor he's the Submariner, so
Mm-hmm.
he's like Marvel's Aquaman.
Okay, so that's why they want to
So yeah, so
fight the competition with DC. I get it.
well, I mean, I think gradually they want to start to infuse some more of their hallmark characters like
Mm-hmm.
the X-Men and Doctor Doom and
Oh,
um
there's another rumor about Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is
really
supposed to be in this movie, and they're
okay.
supposed to Trenda switch him, make it Victoria Doom instead of. This is bugging. They're going crazy. I don't know what's going on. I think they're intentionally outraging the fan to get hate watching or whatever. I don't know what they're doing. It's just.
Yeah. Did you see Thor: Love and Thunder?
Oh my god.
I didn't go see it. Did you like it?
No, it's B minus, probably C. Um, it's like, okay, I think it was too clownish. Like Ragnarok was, to me, I like Ragnarok. A lot of people didn't like it, but I like Ragnarok because I thought the jokes made sense. This movie, without spoiling it, because you may see it, was they make joke. Okay, I know you saw the trailer, so you know the girl, Mighty Thor Jane, has cancer, but it's a serious topic. um Gore, the God Butcher, he's dealing with a serious issue, and the jokes just did not hit well. It was just not. You can't take it serious. You really can't take this Thor a movie serious. You're like, what? This was like bad for this director. I think he should have he doubled down on Ragnarok, but not in a good way. It I see what he was trying to do, but it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't
Okay.
know. I mean, I don't want to tell you not to watch it because I like you. I think your opinion would be good. So I think you should probably watch it. But
Mm-hmm.
it's coming on Disney Plus, I think, in a few months. Do you have Disney Plus? If you have Disney
Nah,
Plus, you
but
can watch it on Disney Plus.
yeah, I just at first when I saw it, at first like a year ago, I didn't think Chris Hemsworth would be in it because all they were showing were pictures of her and I guess they CGI'd her muscles or something. But
Yeah.
but I was kind of lukewarm. Like, do I really want to go see this? I mean, they're just
She's
tense and
not bad in
everything.
it though. She's not. I don't think she has a couple cringy stuff, but she's not a bad actress. So she's not really that bad in it. It's just the
Hmm.
way they did it. The jokes. They made an orgy joke, and I'm like, it's a kids' movie. It's PG-13. You're making a joke about orgy. Like some of the things they did to me felt like too mature for, and then I don't know, it's like the jokes wasn't hitting. It was too, you're talking about cancer and then you're talking to make a joke. It's just joke. It didn't go. This particular one didn't fit well. Like I said, I enjoyed Ragnarok. I know tons of people hated Ragnarok, the
I
true
liked
Thor
it.
people. I love Ragnarok. I love the whole thing about Ragnarok, but this particular one, it was just they gave him some new powers, but I don't know. Like I said, this phase four. This is phase four. Was lacking. I hope the next phase gets better, but Marvel, these last two movies, man, I have to give them is trending downward. Because I didn't really like Doctor Strange too well. I thought it was Wonder 2. I don't think it was a Doctor Strange movie. I thought it was a Wonder season 2. That's
Yeah.
one of the reasons why I didn't like it as much. You know.
Well, I mean, the thing is, with most of the Phase One and Phase Two movies, you knew that they were building towards something. I mean, there was an overarching. Thanos was doing stuff in the background, and it was kind of all just linked together
Hmm.
in a very good way.
Right.
And I don't know, did they leave clues as to what they're doing in this
No,
movie?
you
No,
don't.
no.
It seems like a standalone. The only thing is because this is probably spoiled, so I'm gonna tell you. In the end, like the end, they show Hercules. Like so, Hercules might be introduced into the MCU. They
Hmm.
introduce Hercules, but that's it. There's no. I mean, I guess Thor 4. This is no. This is 4. Thor 5 will be about um him and Hercules battling. That's it. There's no. I don't see any clues as to what the direction is gonna be. I mean, I don't know. Like, I was very disappointed.
Okay. All right. Well, before you go, I'm going to shut down shortly. You have any thoughts on Nichelle Nichols passing away?
Yeah, just like I said in the comments, she was a trailblazer. Rest in peace. We're losing all our elders. So we're gonna lose out on that, like the civil rights generation that really paved the way for a lot of us. Yeah, rest in peace.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the circle of life,
Yeah.
as they say. At some point, we'll be elders.
Yes. It's coming soon for us. Our
Hmm.
generation is like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I know everyone is like, you should look forward to the future, but the way things are going, I don't know how like I always thought, as a kid, especially watching the Jetsons, and
Hmm.
I always thought when I was this age that I would see more. I mean, technology has come a long way, but I would thought I want to see flying cars. I want to see that. And I hope before I pass, I see that.
Okay. Well, I bet you will. I mean, they got to bring the electrical stuff online first, and
Let's hope so,
and then
because we were promised that. We were promised that future, and we're not seeing it.
well, Kareem, hey, look at it this way. Let's hope we still have a society in a couple of years, because right now, the way things are spinning out of control, man. Yeah, I don't know. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down so I can get some sleep here. Thank you
Okay,
for thank you for giving this some eyeballs. Thank you for coming up.
no problem. Enjoy your vacation.
Okay, thank you, Kareem. Have a
All
good night.
right, bye.
All right, everyone. I'm going to wrap this stream up. If you watched this on the playback, please give it a like. Please subscribe. Um, uh, the subscribership on this channel is slowly inching up. I think that has something to do with how often I put content up and this is my smallest channel, so this one kind of gets my leftovers personally. Unfortunately, I'm trying to do more, but I think people are still watching that Our Kind of People video for whatever reason. People are drawn to my Our Kind of People video, so I'm at 303 right now. Once I get to 500, I'll have a community tab here. So if the algorithm brought you here, if you're new, if you haven't subscribed, please consider hitting that subscription button and getting the notification bell. I will create content on entertainment news. Unfortunately, that's going to be in some instances when people pass away, but it'll be other things like who's directing what, who's starring in what, um, who's getting skewered over their political beliefs, like Gina Carano, um, movie reviews, TV show retrospectives, um, aspects of literature. Speaking of literature, um, excuse me, please consider joining the Big Words LLC newsletter. In addition to being a YouTube content creator, I'm also a writer. There's a 2-paragraph greeting and a subscription button there at the bottom. And as a writer, one of the things that I am working on is my book project, The Engineers, a Western New York basketball story. And I just published another promotional essay last week. And I did say that I would talk about the book over here on this platform as a literary work from a literary perspective. On my original channel, I will talk about the general life aspects. Of my sports channel, I'll talk about the hardcore sports aspects. But over here, I would talk about it. I will talk about it in terms of being a literary work. So look for something regarding this coming up soon. And I need to partner. I need to do a collab with Artisan and some other people. Um, the key aspect of growing on YouTube is partnering and collaborating. So look out for more of that. So everyone, I'm gonna wrap this up. Wherever you are, enjoy the rest of your night. On the West Coast, the night is just getting started here. On the East Coast, folks are part way through their nights. So everyone stay safe out there. And as always, remember that your attitude determines your altitude. Take care, and I'll talk to you the next time. And rest in power, Miss Nichelle Nichols. Thank you for your contributions. And thank you for all that you have done for us. So I'll talk to you all later. Bye bye.